answer.
In Arabic it means doubt.
No, it doesn't. In the Quran, it doesn't mean doubt.
Doesn't mean it doesn't.
In the Quran, it doesn't mean
How do you know
doubt.
was using the Quran?
In the Quran.
What's Husna done?
Okay, wait.
This guy, bro. Anyway, listen.
What is the Quran?
Let me finish my point.
What does the Quran say?
Let me finish my point.
Wait.
Let me answer. You can refute me. Sabr, refute me.
Allah yadunnu. Who's going to complete the verse? Allah yadunnu. Annahum.
Done.
Allah yadunnu.
I said
Annahum.
Islamic terminology.
Does anyone know the verse?
It seems like you're the only one that verse. Finish the verse, bro. You're the only one that knows the verse.
Allah yadunnu annahum mabu'uthun. Allah yadunnu. Yeah. Annahum mabu'uthun. Translate the verse.
Arabic game. See, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
You know what he's trying to do? You know what he's trying to do right now? Matlab, look at me, man. You know what you're doing, I told you what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
In the Quran, there are so many verses where the word dhan is used in the meaning of yaqeen, certainty. Okay, so you don't know what you're talking about.
In the hadith. Okay, what's this? What's this? In the hadith, how is it used?
Exactly the same meaning.
It's not 100%.
Exactly. When dhan, no, it's not. It's got nothing to do with percentage. It's got nothing to do with. It's 100% or 70% or 50%. It's got nothing to do with that.
What's qatli?
Dhan in the science of hadith actually is taken for the meaning of what we call in the English. I'm very careful. Don't worry about it. Don't teach me to be careful.
You see, you don't like it when someone says to you. Maybe no. So don't say it to me,
no problem.
Yeah,
no problem. You can do it to me.
No, but don't do it.
I suspect.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I suspect. Yes.
Oh,
generally, you're right.
Oh, no, wait. When Maulvi Saab says it, it's generally now he's accepted. When I said it, it's all let's move. The base big enough, innit? The point is now. So a minute ago with me, it was no, done is not done. When he said it, he goes yes, generally. Adnan.
If I can't speak without being interrupted,
anyway,
I'd
so
rather be silent.
generally the scholars of hadith, dhanni is what you call a speculative
No,
proof.
that's not true.
And it's obviously this is all semantics.
No, that's not true.
Let me finish. This is all semantics and terminology. You can say it doesn't mean
yes, semantics.
And no problem.
It's very important.
And it's fine.
Semantics.
It's fine. The point is that something that what I'm trying to prove is the mutawatir is established. A verse of the Quran is as strong as the mutawatir hadith, if not stronger. A hadith that you brought, because it's all semantics, the hadith you brought is at most a khabar wahid. A khabar wahid has not the same weight as a verse. Therefore, that hadith cannot abrogate the verse.
Okay. Now what have you proved? What have you proved?
You can't use that as evidence because it's khabar wahid.
But I already explained to you that according to our scholars of hadith, such as Ibn Salah, Ibn Hajar, and others, Imam Nawawi, we accept these reports as authentic enough to be. Yeah. So why are you throwing something?
You said the same thing, but you didn't answer my point. Listen to my point again.
No, the question is why do we reject muta?
The Quranic verse is a qati mutawatir established thing.
Are we discussing muta?
Now you're gonna go somewhere else because why are you technical then?
No, Raza. When I get technical, you don't know what I'm talking about.
MashaAllah, Allah Masab.
No. It's not about Allah Masab.
That's what you're doing. The
problem is.
And then you do that a lot, bro. You do that a lot because you do it a lot.
Raza, do you see now why I wanted to talk to Sayyid? It's not that he doesn't have knowledge. It's not that.
You know why?
It's having.
Because he wasn't challenging you on this.
No.
You can't throw slide dicks like that.
You don't think that Raza is weak or doesn't have knowledge. Sorry, not Raza. Sayyid Ali. Sayyid Ali is
learned enough to talk to you, bro. I know that.
He's.
Of course he's learned enough to talk to you.
So why am I talking to him? And I said to you initially.
You have to go home.
No. Initially I said I don't want to talk to you. Why? Not that I don't want to talk to you. No, because it's very difficult to have a fruitful discussion.
You know why?
With someone who
doesn't know what dhanni and qatli is.
Yes.
Cool.
Because I again asked you describe dhanni and qatli according to the science of hadith. Gone.
Generally.
Gone.
I've made my point clear.
I'm waiting.
A verse of the Quran. Let me say.
No, I don't want your understanding.
Okay.
You're using our science of hadith against us. Let's talk about it. No. You really want to be embarrassed now. Let's talk about it. Now you're going to describe or you're going to give me a definition of dhan and.
You gave me a verse. Khabar wahid is done.
No, you're gonna give me a.
Khabar wahid is done.
Wait.
Mutawatir is.
What does that mean in science of hadith? Give me one hadith and tell me what he said about it.
You see, now it's just a game. Show me.
No, why is that a game?
It's the game.
Allahu Akbar.
Because
you're making claims here, technical. You're using terminology. You're using a word like what do you call it? Metamorphism. What do you call it?
Metamorphism.
Yeah. Metamorphism. Metamorphism.
I didn't say that.
No. I'm giving an example. That someone uses a term metamorphism, right? Yeah. And then he goes, I don't want to talk about the technology. I don't want to talk about its definitions. I don't want to talk about what it means. How can you use a word in a discussion and not discuss its meaning? That's absurd. There are people. So I will not let you deceive people.
I'm not deceiving, bro.
Okay,
I'm just trying to say.
You use dhanni and qatli. Tell me what it is.
The masses are here. Let me explain the concept. If a khabar wahid, what we're trying to say is,
You don't even know what Khabar Wahid is.
I just explained it to you and you agreed on camera.
Okay. So
Okay,
if
how do you
five,
feel? How do you
if
feel?
five
Yeah.
people,
How do you
if-
feel? How do you
okay.
feel?
No, no,
How do
no.
you feel?
I'm.
No, how do you
Raza,
feel?
come
Why
on,
did you say
man.
that? When you know it's not
You-
true.
you want me to walk
I
away?
explained what khabar
You want
wahid
me
is.
to walk away?
But you're doing the same thing to me, Adnan. Because Adnan, you do this, bro.
That's
Come on.
listen, I think for the past 5 times, all you've been doing is back and forth.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's have
Okay.
a decent conversation.
I'm
man.
trying,
Just
bro.
like you did had with the
Yes,
brother that was
exactly,
sitting there.
exactly.
Because
That's
say
what I
that he's
want.
a Ramda banda.
Okay.
He's relaxed, he's relaxed.
I'm
And you fire.
No,
Yeah.
I'm asking a question. Can you give me a definition of dhanni from the science of hadith, from our books of our
I'll
scholars?
get you the quote for you. That's fine. I know what
Do you have it now?
Why would I bring the quote to me with now? Why would I bring the quote to me now?
Do you have
Why
it
would I
now?
come and say I want to be on Muta?
Do you have it now? Do you have it now?
Do you have it now?
I can put it out.
'Cause you can Google it.
I know where my sources are.
That's
Don't worry
fine.
about it.
That's fine.
Do you have it now?
No.
No, you don't.
What does that mean?
So let's move
What
on.
does that mean?
Let's move
Okay,
on.
wait.
Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about let's talk.
Can that question be answered whether he understands?
No, let me get this.
It can be, of course.
No, let me.
There are definitions
my
there.
general argument is this.
I'm making a point. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's the point I'm making. He doesn't know what dhanni and
But the
qat'i
thing
means
is-
in the
but
science of
what's-
hadith.
what's
He
his-
doesn't know.
He's not. The thing is, he understands what I'm saying. Watch this.
I know what he's talking about.
But yeah, but you still
I
wanna
know the
make it-
terms.
Brother, he's
I know the
waiting
terms
for-
and the
for the
meanings.
general public, innit?
He doesn't
Let me
know.
go for general public. Let's go general public. Let's leave these terms. Watch this. A khabar wahid hadith.
Again, you're using a technical
No,
term
but
now.
you just
Khabar
explained what it
wahid.
was. You explained what it was in camera 2 minutes ago.
Let him ask the question.
You explained. Listen, he explained
He's
what
a
khabar
doctor,
wahid.
he's a patient.
Yeah.
He's asking, he's got an illness.
Yeah.
He
Matlab
doesn't
Amar
need to
is-
know what Hodgkin's is about. When you can
No,
just-
I'm
just-
asking if he's using, if he's going to use technical terms without explaining them
Khabar
to the
wahid.
masses,
But
then
you
we're going to
explain-
challenge
You explained
him.
khabar wahid. You explained khabar wahid.
Yes.
You explained it. I agree
It's
with
a
you.
multiply attested report. Yes.
Doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be. No.
So we agree.
No. Yes. Okay. So what's your point? What's your point?
All right, cool. That narration.
Exactly. Exactly. We agree.
After all of
We
that,
agree. After all of that, we agree. So
Bro, I never claimed it was good
that's
one.
why with Sayyid Ali, I wouldn't have to go through this.
He knows what he's doing. Okay. It's okay, bro. Khabar wahid.
Of course, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I wouldn't be
Okay, no, of course you
I
do.
know what I'm doing.
Khabar wahid. I know you know this.
You talk about poetry.
I know.
You talk about
Mr. Khalid. There was Mr. Khalid. And he's Shia, by the way.
Mirza Ghalib, no.
yes.
No.
You stop me.
Go back to
Finish
that
that
point.
one,
Let's stick
Mirza Ghalib was not
Was he
Shia.
Salafi Athari?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, but I never made that
Was he Ibn
claim.
Taymiyyah? Okay,
He was Sufi.
Okay. Oh, alhamdulillah.
All of them were Sufi.
Okay, cool.
All the poets in the 19th century in India, they were Sufi.
Yeah, there was no Shia.
They were Shias.
Were they good at poetry?
Atish was.
But Mirza
All
Ghalib,
the-
you're trying to claim Mirza Ghalib.
Most poets from.
Take it.
most-
Trying to take Mirza Ghalib. Take it.
No, I want to talk about poetry.
Okay.
Seriously.
Only because that's he specializes in.
I'm worried that I'm going to be embarrassed by Raza. So let's talk about poetry. a subject I know. I want to talk about that.
Okay, no, you know the subject. You know the truth of the matter is he knows the subject. The only reason I act like this is he definitely knows the subject. It's just that he plays technicalities because he understands what I'm saying, but he wants to show, prove this definition.
No,
He
but
knows
I
what
want
I'm
to show
saying.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Cool.
That's what I want to show.
So
That's why you shouldn't be talking about it.
Alright, chalo. My objective and my maqsad. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me educate him then.
Oh,
He's throwing things at me as if he's throwing. And I warned him. I warned him before he came up with this. When he used the word dhanni and qat'i, I warned him.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay,
Stop
no
there
problem. No
because you
problem.
know
No
what you're
problem.
talking
The thing is,
about.
the guys that know, they'll study. They'll get me wrong. No problem. The point what I'm trying to say is a khabar wahid doesn't hold as much weight as a mutawatir.
Yes. Yes.
A Quranic verse.
No, but does that mean it's a lie or it's not trustworthy?
I never said that.
Yeah. Okay.
A Quranic verse is on the level higher than a khabar wahid.
Yes.
It's on the level of mutawatir.
100%.
So therefore, to abrogate something that's mutawatir, you need to bring a mutawatir, not a.
Something.
That's my point.
Okay.
Boss, yeah, that's my point.
Okay.
Leave
That's
Qati, leave Ghani, that's my point.
Okay, no problem. So you're
So,
saying
do you see my point? Do you see my point?
I,
See what I'm
okay, okay. I knew this point. You
You knew the point.
But wait, Raza, before you start throwing these flashy terms in, the discussion was fine. Don't throw flashy terms in if you don't know what they are. Okay?
You don't
You're
know
gonna
it.
throw, no.
But you can
I can
because you know it. Yeah.
When I throw a flashy term in, ask me, challenge me, stop me there, embarrass me. Embarrass
I'm
me.
not here
Say,
to embarrass
listen,
you.
hold on a second. You think
I'm
you're
not here to
clever?
embarrass
You think you're clever? Tell me what it means.
I'm not here to embarrass you. I'm not here to
Yeah.
embarrass
So no problem. So now the issue is, Raza is saying that the Shias believe in muta because these reports are wahid. Okay, fine. Let's assume that's true.
The verse of the Quran is mutawatir,
Okay.
and the report you're bringing to abrogate it is
Okay.
wahid. That's my claim.
The Quran does not allow muta.
Ooh,
So all of this discussion was futile. For half an hour,
Okay, hold
we
on,
were
hold
going
on,
around the
hold on,
ring
hold
for
on.
no reason. I'm saying Quran does not support muta. Quran does not have one verse that supports muta.
Cool,
Not
that's
one
the claim.
verse.
That's the claim. Cool, no
That's the
problem.
claim.
therefore-
So we don't need the ahad or mutawatir hadith to abrogate it.
Cool.
Hadith
And is that
in the case of muta, let me clarify. In the case of muta, it is hadith that abrogates hadith. There are reports in our collections of hadith, and when you put them together, you will see exactly what's happening. Muta was a pre-Islamic practice, according to the report of Tirmidhi, that it was practiced in the days before Islam, when men would travel to lands far off. They would stay in certain towns and they would do temporary marriages. Yeah, they would give a woman maybe a piece of cloth or some money to stay with her so that she can take care of his things while he's away on business, and he would come back with her and have relations with her. So this was, in fact, there's a report from Aisha that there were different kinds of nikah, marriages or contracts in the pre-Islamic days. Okay, and she describes one of them was plain prostitution. Okay, wait. Yes, yes. Muta was one of them, right? Yes, the hadith. Yes. So she basically states that there was a simple prostitution. There was a sign on a woman's door, you know.
Red light.
Yeah. There were no red lights.
It was red flag.
Even the red candles were in there at that time.
Was there a red flag?
I don't know why it was. Red is something our days.
But anyway, listen.
But let me educate the people.
Okay, John.
So Aisha explained one of them was muta. And then she described that all other four types, she describes 5, all of the 4 types were completely abolished, abandoned, except one, which is the nikah we have today, where you have wali, where you have 2 witnesses, and there's an imam, he does the nikah and you're married, okay, which is the valid marriage, which we all accept. Muta was a pre-Islamic practice, which was abrogated within the life of the Prophet ﷺ 3 times. It was allowed 3 times at the time of wars. When the Sahaba actually, there is a report in Tirmidhi, there was a point when the Sahaba were away from home for a very long time. And they came to the Prophet and they said, shall we castrate ourselves? You know what that means? Huh? Not necessarily chop. Not necessarily chop. Yeah. Shall we castrate ourselves? Because we can't take it anymore. Because we're away from our wives and we need sex, basically. Yeah, this to put it in simple terms. And then the Prophet said, okay, do muta. Lesser of the 2 evils. It was allowed, okay? Because it was a pre-Islamic practice. The Prophet knew that these people...
When did that happen? That hadith that you read?
Yeah. Let me finish and then you can ask me. When this happened, the Prophet said, okay, do muta. Because now the Prophet knows the psychology of these men he's dealing with. These people, they were Ashab Rasul, yes. They were, who were they before Islam? They used to drink, they used to fornicate. Adultery was norm. Adultery was the norm in their society, no issues, right? Now Islam has come and Islam has restricted them, right? So they were so desperate in this case, they said that shall we castrate ourselves? Shall we actually get rid of our, urge? And the Prophet said, no, do that. So it was allowed in that case. Then Fathu Makkah, at the time of Khaybar, 3 times it was allowed, 3 times it was abrogated. Now at the Hajjatul Wada, Khutbatul Wada, Rasulullah ﷺ made an announcement, until the day of judgment, muta is haram forever. It is haram. That's why scholars of Islam, Sunnis, not Shias, they say muta is zina, because it's haram. Because it is a non-valid way of having relations with another woman. The only valid way of having relations is nikah, marriage, okay? That's the way it is. Now, this is the full story, which the Shia brothers don't accept. No problem. If they want to do muta, it's their choice. No problem.
It's not about doing muta. It's like alcohol.
It's actually, muta is one of the biggest virtues in the Shia school.
You see what I mean? Why, you see how you play games?
Well, is that lie?
You're playing technicality.
Is that true? Is that true or not?
But what you just done there, why did you do that?
Did I lie?
Why did you do that?
Did I lie?
Why did you do that?
I said, so people...
Because he wants to let us know to try and cause problems. Because you just discussed your position.
To us...
No, you discuss your position. Don't impose the position on us.
Okay, I'm Jahil. I made a claim. Is that claim true? That muta is one of the best practices or best forms of ibadah, worship in Shia Islam? No?
We're going to quote tradition.
Can I report?
We're going to quote tradition. The point is, you said your position about muta. Now, one thing you can have your last hit, no problem.
In another hour, we're going to have a pile of bottles.
That's it. As long as no alcohol in it. That's right. The point is, look, what Adnan said about muta is, look.
It was only allowed at times of war. Yes.
He knows that. It's one of these, he knows that.
It came back again after the Shias. It came to the Shias.
Now, what came to the Shias? You see, this is what I mean, bro.
If you can show me Imam Hussein did muta or Imam Hassan
This
did
is
muta,
what I mean, bro.
I'll be happy to accept it. Show me one authentic report that Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein or Ali bin Abi Talib, three of them,
Okay.
if they did muta
This is
from authentic
Okay,
reports,
we're going-
we're
we're going-
talking. We're
See where
talking.
we're going now.
Oh yeah, Kitty. No, come
Later
here.
on, he's backing you. Okay, the point is, go.
Give the shit to me.
The point, can I speak now? Because you had a bit of a
Yeah,
monologue.
go ahead.
Shukran.
Go ahead, yes.
So the point is that with what Adnan was saying, he's playing a bit of a misrepresentation.
I'm alright.
And the reason I say is not necessarily due to, I would say, any bad intention, but that's Adnan's position that Mutta is not in the Quran.
Yes.
Jayyid, no problem. There's nothing wrong with it. However, there's also another position in the Sunni school which Adnan must know about. I just refuse to believe he doesn't know. That in the Sunni position, within a lot of Sunni scholars, that they've said that that verse, Surah 4, verse 24, was for Mutta. A lot of scholars and a lot of Sahaba believe that. And one of them was Ibn Abbas, etc. Cool. So that verse, a lot of the scholars actually said it was for Mutta. A lot of scholars said it was for Mutta. Now,
Read them.
Can I take your source?
No,
Just to
read
show
them.
you?
Read them.
Do you want me to read it?
Read them. Read them.
No problem.
When you make a claim, read them.
Do you know that or not, by the way?
When they said it's about muta, there is tafsir. You want to explain what it means?
Yeah, the marriage that you marry for a limited time period.
No. There's
Oh, they don't
tafsir.
mean that?
No, when you read the tafsir of this, all the tafsir I gave, yeah. Some people even attribute another reading, ila ajalin musamma.
Yeah, Ibn Abbas said.
Yeah, Ibn Abbas, but that reading is shad. We don't accept it.
No, but that's his opinion.
Yes.
It's not about you.
No, that's
Listen,
tafsir.
That's his opinion.
Yes.
So therefore, what does that mean?
Yes.
That verse he just quoted,
Yes.
that's what I'm knowing.
So when-
he's being honest now. The point
Yeah.
is, when Ibn
Well,
Abbas
I
read
wasn't-
that,
I wasn't lying before.
You know what? You know what I'm saying now? Because when you read that, it shows that Ibn Abbas had the opinion that that verse is for muta.
No.
Because it's limited. What is muta? You marry for a specific period.
Let
That's
me-
why when Ibn
let
Abbas
me
used to
explain
recite
what
the verse,
Abdullah bin
and
Abbas-
you're going to now go do another monologue.
Okay.
Do I get a chance?
No, go ahead.
A lot of scholars, like give you an example, just a quick one, Tabari, in his tafsir, about, narrated by Abu Nadra. I read this verse to Ibn Abbas, those who with them you contract istimta, yeah? He said, for a specific period. Ibn Abbas said, for a specific period. The verse is quite in Arabic, he knows it. I said, we do not recite it like that. The guy said, I don't recite it like that. Ibn Abbas replied, I swear by Allah, Allah certainly revealed it like that. And he said it 3 times. How would the specified period? Yeah. Now, Imam Tabari narrates that. The point is that that's in his tafsir.
I challenge you to prove this report to be authentic. I challenge you.
Challenge?
Yeah,
What's
100%. I believe this is one of the Shia fabrications.
Tabari, bro.
Tabari didn't land on the
What do you mean
heavens.
Shia fabrication? The Shia's in Tabari.
No, look,
talking
look,
about?
look. There are reports in Sunni sources that have Shia narratives in them.
None of them are
And
Shia.
no. If look, listen to my challenge. If you can prove this report to be authentic,
enough,
then we
sir.
talk. Anything you will bring in this regard, I'm telling you now, before we go for another hour around the ring and then reach the same conclusion, you're not going to have anything authentic. Again, I'm going to make a big claim now.
No, Adnan, you made your claims.
Okay.
Now, that verse for Muta, Ibn Abbas and a lot of other scholars, Ibn Abbas is quite mature that he used to recite it like that. I read it from Tabari, where Ibn Abbas recited it like that. Adnan said I have to prove it's Sahih,
Yeah.
which is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a bit of a side point because I can't really get
No,
to
it's
my
not
point.
side. This is the point.
No problem.
That's the point.
The point is that scholars
If
always
you're
knew
trying-
that this verse was Muta. A lot of scholars agreed on it. The
Show
issue
me.
that he had
Show me.
was the abrogation.
Yes.
Yeah, the Sunni scholars, yeah, but they just said that Umar or the Prophet abrogated.
And then they give the tafsir. Yeah.
So I'm not saying, so we denied on the verse, but what Adnan's saying is, Adnan's saying, no, I'm starting from the beginning. I don't even believe it's about Muta. That's fair. Now, my proof in this is that for a specified period, because Muta is what? Marriage, that you marry someone for a specified period.
Yeah.
So when Ibn Abbas used to recite it like that, he was trying to make his meaning clear, that this is what the verse means. So that's what he meant.
I don't believe that that's Ibn Abbas.
Slowly. Ibn Jarir Tabari, when he narrates it, and he narrates from Ibn Abbas,
What does that mean? when Tabari gives a narration from Ibn Abbas, what does that mean?
Ibn Abbas' opinion.
No,
For the verse.
no.
Ibn Abbas' opinion.
Tafsir are full of da'if information.
No, but you'll say that's a different subject. Is that
No,
we're
no.
gonna get to that, Adnan. Relax, Adnan. Why you're being very like?
If you bring something from tafsir,
It has to be saying,
qualified.
No problem, bro. It's fine.
Yeah, but don't keep narrating it. Ibn Abbas said this. Ibn Abbas said, I'm not accepting Ibn Abbas said this.
Bro, before we get there, you see, this
it's
is what happens
proved.
to you. But as soon as someone gets somewhere, you start getting emotional. Let us get
How am I
somewhere.
emotional?
You are, bro. You're not. You come on, bro. Look at the way you're acting. Should we go through the Ibn Rajal for it? Let's go. Because we can get more technical. Because that's what you want now. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So,
Go on.
and obviously Arabic's better than mine.
Prove this to me authentic, to be authentic.
That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing. Ibn al-Musanna narrates it from Muhammad ibn Jafar.